Right, cool. So, I think the last thing you rolled was the corporation guy that's going to have the soup. He was the one carrying the soup.
Right.
And so he's going to bump into the head of security.
Right.
When they cross paths in the fuel department.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to nudge him, spill some hot soup on him.
Yep.
Deliberately cause disquiet.
Yep.
Then cast your scapegoat on him. So the guy who's spilt the soup is getting scapegoated.
Yeah, I think in my understanding of how it works, if I scapegoat him first and then cause the disquiet, then at that stage, any disquiet I cause goes on to him.
Right.
I think that's how it works.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right then. So yeah, you're going to cause that. You're going to scapegoat him and then cause disquiet. You're going to cause disquiet straight away then, or are you waiting to see what happens? Or
no, I'm gonna give him a shove first and scapegoat him while I'm doing it, and then I'm going to cause the disquiet.
Okay, so
pretty much immediately afterwards.
That's going to cause a scene, along with with your exceptional successes before and disquiet.
That wasn't exceptional. Mine was three successes.
Oh no, sorry, S1.
Sorry, you're right, yeah, sorry.
When he worked out his plan of what to do, you're definitely going to cause a distraction doing that, or at least you assume you will. And then you two are basically just going to step on the corner, unclip a couple of suitcases of plutonium, and walk towards your UFO unnoticed. Is that your plan?
That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
So have you got a plan of what you're going to do afterwards? Is this going to be do that and leave, or do it and just go back into, blend into the back?
We've still got to steal the plutonium, haven't we?
Well, yeah, no, steal the plutonium and then leave, I think. So, yeah, we probably need to discuss this with Nico and the co-pilot with no name.
Right, well, they were planning on getting a night's... Well, yeah, you've been watching people while they've been asleep pod bed. So you're waking them up or letting them get a full night?
Well, yeah, we might as well let them have a full night's sleep and do this, as soon as once they're woken. There's no point fucking them about.
Yeah, we don't
unnecessarily.
Well, yeah, I suppose this guy can have to hopefully drink a lot of soup. I mean, I'll tell you what, I suppose it depends on when they're leaving, really. Because if they're off in the next hour...
That's a very good point. Yeah, okay, well, maybe... Right, okay. Well, maybe I'll cause the scene whenever I have to cause the scene. And then when you guys know that there's a scene happening, you can wake these guys. Can you actually wake these guys up in their pods, or are they sort of like hermetically sealed? Or
yeah. Disturb them. They're not, great places to sleep, really. Yeah, but once you cause the scene, these guys want to be in and out straight away. So, you either wake them up beforehand, or you don't have to leave straight away.
Should we wake them up after the event?
What, sneak the plutonium on board, then go and wake them up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to help if we need to make a fast getaway.
Yeah, if we need a quick getaway, then having to go and wake them up. Yeah.
Well, there's going to be plenty.
It's going to be a problematic, man. It's going to be that.
It's going to be kicking off, though. It's going to be kicking off, so you'll have time to. That's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah, we only.
Yeah, we don't want them. We don't want them caught up in the kicking off, man.
Yeah,
they won't be because they're asleep.
You don't know, man.
If your plan goes, as planned, then there shouldn't be any problem with you.
Yeah, because they're in their pods at the moment. So how are they going to be involved in the?
Yeah, no one's paying any attention to you.
Yeah, let's do it. Nice and reckless.
Right.
Plan A all the way, man. No plan B.
Plan A all the way.
Plan B is improvised.
Right, sweet. Well, yeah, S2.
Oh no, man! I think the GM's too happy about this. Right, get you away, cracking on. Sorry, you're about to
It's
ask.
going to be fun.
Yeah. Right. Well, you see that the time's come. The security guys in the fuel bay chatting to the staff there. My guy's just got a fresh hot cup of hot slurm, and he's making his way back. Clearly, it's time he's got to go and pick up whatever it is he's picking up from there. And,
Yeah. I
yeah.
sidle my way over. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, with what you're doing, you don't really need to roll anything.
Well, that's good.
So you bump into him, you spill some soup. He goes to look at you. He's about to start having a go at you. The guy who's had his soup starts swearing and screaming.
I should say that actually Scapegoat does have a roll, so I should roll that really.
All right, yeah, go on. Let's make sure you do Scapegoats.
Otherwise, you're about to be disassembled. Brawny guys. Oh
Yeah.
no, that looks like a successful
That does
scapegoat.
look like a good roll.
It's a
Plan
good
A.
roll.
Versus Composure and Azoth, actually.
Oh, versus Composer now, right?
Oh, Plan A keeps on sort of flickering like a candle.
Hey.
Ah.
Plan A, man.
Yeah,
All the
he
way.
turns round, but the guy who he spilt the soup on's kicking off at him. What the hell are you doing? He spins him round and looks in his eyes. He goes, "Ooh, what's wrong with you?" You can see everyone
What's wrong?
eyeball security guy, and stepping back as they're all disquieted by his form. Yeah, you guys hear it kicking off. You step round, you can see basically the back of everyone's heads as they all stare at this one guy in uniform. So you're grabbing your plutonium, unclip it, and start walking back towards the ship. What are you doing, G5? Are you staying there or getting out of there, or?
I'm just going to back away just to the back of the room, yeah, where the exit is, and just going to see how it develops. Is this guy actually? Is he going to start a fight here? Because that'd be great if he does. Or how hot-headed is he?
Yeah, there's a lot of pushing and shoving. Bit of a crowd's forming round of him. You can see, voices are getting raised, tempers are flaring, and then you hear a sort of pew pew.
Oh.
And you see the guy, who'd had the soup spilt on him, slump down.
Oh right, okay. Definitely kicking off then. Right, well, I'm gonna slide out of the room then.
Yeah, at the end. Oh, well, actually, who was it? Hang on, who was it you disquieted? It was the guy who spilt the soup, or
the guy who spilt the soup? Yeah, was getting disquieted so that the other guy would definitely blame him rather than me. So when the guy who spilt the soup said, right, oh, it was an accident, he'd be like, yeah, no, it wasn't.
Right.
No, it wasn't. You wanted to do that, motherfucker.
Yeah. So hang on. Yeah. So it's the guy that you've scapegoated.
Yeah.
Was the one that had the soup poured on him.
No, the other way around.
The other way around. Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's the guy who spilt the soup.
Yes.
Hitson, that was the
Who's dead?
Right. That was the corporation guy.
Right.
And yeah, he's dead. So it's the guy that had soup spilt on him that's alive.
Jesus, that's what you get for spilling soup on someone in this sector.
Yeah, no, he didn't like him. Put him down. You can see it's the security guy.
I don't think this sort of stuff washes out, man.
So you guys put
a lot of turmeric.
Yeah. It puts the you put the plutonium into your UFO flying saucer thing, and then you can see there's a few people sort of running towards the fuel thing, and there's a bit of a commotion going.
Is the corporation vessel unattended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, okay, moving on. Plan A.2.
Yeah, plan A was quite easy. So let's add more to it. Let's go and now. And I'm not being sarcastic here, I'm actually being positive. Let's go.
Let's
go
go
on
and
to the
see
ship.
what we can do. Yeah, if it's just like, I don't know, just turning the oxygen valve a little bit so it leaks up. Well, let's get on the ship and see what we can do.
Let's not kill them.
Maybe why don't we do something that's a little bit of a challenge for them morally? Like maybe we make sure there's only enough air that 80% survive. And then we try
so the
and
one
find
decent person dies.
Well,
Because they
yeah,
surrendered
That's
life.
probably how it'll work.
Because we could find out later, you know, when we come back from Rigel 7, which we surely will. We'll be able to find out then what happened on the spaceship. It's like a long-term... I wonder what would happen if we did this.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll never know.
Well, first of all, give us empathy and presence, just to make sure you don't stand out at all.
Ooh.
Do you have?
Not standing out.
I've got
Yeah,
these
I
things.
can do this. I don't have much presence. That's the problem. So in this case, I suppose it'll work in the wrong way for me. I have some empathy.
All right, S1, G5. You.
Oh. That didn't work.
No, I'm not successful.
Sorry, why are we rolling presence and empathy? Just to kind of blend in with the crowd?
Yeah, blend in with the crowd.
So that we can sabotage this ship.
Yeah.
It's a bit late now. I mean, I don't know.
Are you?
I wouldn't know how to sabotage it. Oh, well, I could give it a go. I suppose.
Just come along with us and see if we...
Do what, sorry? Say again.
Stay in the Batman.
Are you just standing around, or?
No, I'm not standing around. There's not much more I can do here because the guy I scapegoated is now dead. So, so it's probably best that I leave before they start realizing where the real source of the disquiet is coming from. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave and head back to the ship.
Wake up the other two then.
Oh well, no. In fact, that's what I'll do. Yes, you're right. I'll wake up the other guys. I'll head to the pods and I'll wake up our colleagues.
Yeah. Maybe we should give up on this.
It looks like the S series of robots have gone on to planning protocol A2.
Right. Okay. Well, you sneak on
Protocol
board.
A2 might be... Okay.
Yeah, there's no one actually sort of there at the moment. So give us the science and intelligence. See if you can.
I might not do science and intelligence. I might just do this. The controls.
Have you not got much in the way of science and intelligence?
No, I do actually. I have got science and intelligence. I should actually.
I think I might have some, you know. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I have a success.
Are you doing it at all?
Can I try wits and science to look at it from a different angle to my guy?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
I don't like this man.
I've only got one dot in intelligence, man.
But still, man, no one can live that much by the way.
I'll take a dramatic failure.
Excuse me.
You'll take a dramatic. Right.
Oh, what have you done?
My guy describes the valves to you, and you reckon, yeah, there's a way of proportioning out. You know, the rocket fuel and the oxygen and all that gets pumped in together. Machine, and he explains it. So yeah, if you wanted to, you know, like you say, mess about with it in some way, get, you know, like you were saying, get just enough fuel for 80% of them. You reckon you've got a good idea of how that'd work?
Right, I'd turn a couple of the dials, man. You know, I get a good feel for it when the wrist stops on that one. It's like, yeah, that's open enough.
So what is your plan? Is it to you want to?
I wanted to sort of sabotage the journey so that there's some sort of crisis, either with 80% of the air supply or 80% of the way there. You know, just something that maybe when we hear about it in future, it brought out behaviours. I mean, it might be something we can learn from, you know, if we found out they did something heroic and, well, we don't know, do we? It's a learning thing, but yeah.
You want to set up a, yeah. Well, yeah, you reckon you've got them set up to, for that, the dials. It's going to sort of piss away the oxygen a bit too fast, and yeah, they're going to have to make some choices of what they do. Maybe jettisoning some of the crew would help them get home, or if one of them can be inspired and come up with a new way of souping up the engine, who knows? Like you say, anything could happen. Right, so is that all you're doing on board? Are you getting out? You reckon? Well, it's quite a commotion that's been caused. Someone's been shot dead. So, but yeah, do you reckon it is still best to get off this ship?
Yeah, I reckon it's.
Yeah, let's call it quits. I don't know, man. I feel like I should fix this damage before we go, really, or just pretend it's been done. I don't know. I don't want S2 to S1 to know that though. But I've got no way of communicating with the GM without texting him.
It's all right. I won't metagame, man. You just do your communication, and I'll either be a Paul. But I reckon my character spends his life just staring at yours constantly. I'll just throw that in. No, I jest, man. Do what you need to do.
No, man. I say to my guy, yeah, no, I'll fix it like that, man. But no, I don't, man. I don't put the oxygen at risk or the fuel at risk. Is there anything I can do that's more annoying, like set off the fire alarm intermittently so the sprinklers keep going off?
What, do that now? You mean?
Well, no. While I was in there, because I was trying not to. I was trying to communicate with you silently, but I couldn't.
If you type /W and then the name of the person you're trying to whisper to. I've not tried that. Yeah. /W name and then your message.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Don't let them kill them.
It's not great for the stream though. But
Can you see that?
Do you remember how many times I turned the dials, man? Was you counting?
Well, give us your wits and science, S2.
My wits and science. Oh, can I not just do it intelligently? No, is it wits now? Living by my wits.
Did it on instinct, man,
No, my instinct was strong with this. I was watching.
Right, yes. So correct a few things that he's done. And then you leave the ship.
Do I manage to do the sprinkler system?
Oh, no. What, like starting a fire, you mean? Or...
No, just so it's faulty, so it keeps detecting a fire that's not there.
Give us another science. Intelligence roll. So you can figure out a way of it.
I make it super sensitive, so when someone farts, it goes off.
Right.
Yeah, just a slight humidity spike, and it's.
Yeah, no, you can. You find the right valve and you twist it round and kind of cover it, with something to, whatever. But yeah, you reckon?
Bit of duct tape, man.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
Won't take
Well,
much
it's
to
useful.
set off the fire alarm.
Right,
Right.
come on then, S2. Let's
Yeah.
get on our toes.
Let's go.
Right.
I've just duct taped the rocket fuel there, man.
You know, I just want to say to step out of the game for a minute. I reckon what you've done is way more dangerous than what I did, because you're going to piss away all the water. And everyone's going to get spaced out way quicker or something, man. I don't know, you should be wasting water on fires. I reckon you've doomed them all
I
to
reckon
death.
it recycles, man. It's got to recycle in some way.
Yeah, you're right. There could be some sort of scrubber.
At the end of the day, space scout, man, isn't as bad as dying.
No, man. I've never had space scout.
Or having to choose someone who has to die.
Who knows anyway? I'm happy with the scenario. I'm snaking back to the UFO.
Yeah.
Well, to explain what had happened there, you'd messed up so it was going to just blow up the tank when they took off. You corrected it, S2.
Oh, that's good. Right.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
I don't know how big would that explosion be, I wonder. Just blow up the entire station.
That would have been a sight to see, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the old dramatic failure.
Yeah.
You get off the ship and you hear an alarm coming from inside the station, and a thing saying lockdown, and all these doors suddenly got red lights on them.
Oh, which doors? Oh, bugger.
Yeah, the security. I need some.
Oh,
We need to get out of here, man. Is there a chance we can get out of here before we're locked down?
Yeah.
Oh no, they got it. Jesus Christ, no. Did he just project that illusion?
No, you can't get out in time. It's happened now.
For God's sake.
Don't they give us warnings on these things?
Ooh,
10 seconds to lockdown.
Cut the umbilicus, man.
Cut the umbilicus.
Yeah, the security start rounding people up who work for the corporation.
Shit.
Taking them into the security office. But yeah,
where's Nick out?
He's still asleep in his.
G5, I thought you were waking him up, man. What were you doing, man?
G5 got one job, man.
I mean, to be fair, I was waking him up. That was the plan. While you were in the ship, I was supposed to be waking him up. That was what we discussed this.
Yeah, you've not.
How long did it take you to sabotage the ship?
Well, I suppose it's about as long as it took for you to walk over and wake him up. Yeah, the alarm starts going off, and they're sort of looking at you, and they're like, "What's going on?"
There's been a fight. There's been a fight in the food hall. I don't know how it happened. They're very aggressive. Those green types. Not to stereotype too much, but. But they are.
Must have been a hell of a fight if they're locking the place down.
Someone was shot. I think he deserved it though. He spilt soup on the other guy.
I see. Right.
I mean, I've only a crude understanding of how these things work, but
You've got eyeballs. You didn't have anything to do with it, you lads, did you?
No. How could I? No, that'd be ridiculous.
Okay, well, we shall. Guess we'll.
Anyway, we need to get to the ship now, quickly, and leave. Because
lockdown.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to unlock it.
We need to somehow unlock it because we really could do with leaving.
Right. Okay. I mean, wouldn't really know how to unlock something like that.
I have no idea. I'm hoping one of my colleagues does. Or maybe, does our co-pilot friend have any skills in this department?
Can we
Because we really
lightsaber
need to
our
know.
way through?
What's
I
that?
mean, you technically could, I suppose. It would. I mean, well, it wouldn't be great.
Sorry, I
for the
meant power
atmosphere.
sword.
It wouldn't be great
Oh.
for the atmosphere, really.
Hmm.
Do you want to give us a quick wits and larceny roll, S1?
Yeah, well, security systems are my specialty, so
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
let's have a look. A bit of the old wits and larceny, you say. You know what? And again, this is important, so I'll put a point of willpower in. Right, so, whoops.
Respect.
Let's have a look at this.
Oh, no, that's
Can I give you an yeah in somehow?
I wouldn't mind an oh yeah or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Have you got any larceny? Or
No, but it would have been no. I don't think it would need it. It's been very successful.
Successful look there at the.
yeah, that's pretty good.
4 modifiers, nice.
Yeah, you reckon that there's nothing pickable or hackable on the doors. It's all automated. You're gonna have to go to like a main security office and open them from there.
I could hack it.
Okay, well, we're likely to be ignored being
insert my rod.
robots, aren't we? Because robots don't typically steal stuff, do they?
No.
Oh, shut down security systems.
So, yeah, I reckon just a barefaced walk towards the, all the way.
Yeah, walk like a robot.
I mean, unless I get vaporized, and then I'll move to...
Move to the left a little bit.
Yeah. Right. Well.
The barefacedness.
Yeah. Walk past. You can go through, or like I say, outside the fuels, because it was in the fuel station where the shooting took place, where you were getting your plutonium, and he's rounding up the people who work for the corporation there. And as you go past, you hear there's a lot of arguing going on, a lot of back and forth. People are upset, think he shot too quickly. Other people think he was perfectly just. But yeah, so people aren't really paying attention to you. You can walk in this door here.
Okay.
These are the sort of offices. Give us your, what was it, presence and empathy rolls.
I'm going to follow. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to stand around somewhere near the door and just keep an eye out for any security guards that might decide to head in there.
I might need to be inspired. At the end of the day, I need to get it. I need to get in there. Probably. Well, one of us two needs to get in there. You look like you're getting in there. I might step back and just let you go in rather than risk a roll.
What?
You're not going in, are you?
No, my guy seems to be the only.
Fair enough. Yeah, you go in, acting very robotic. People pretty much ignore you. And it's...
So yes, so like I say, so I'm going to follow just to keep an eye out for. So do you want me to do a presence and empathy roll as well? To look cool.
Yeah, go on. So you can.
I should be able to do that.
Off a very discreet look.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Check your empathy, man.
Oh yeah, I'm very empathic.
You know how people are feeling, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just stepped by near the vending machine or someplace, man.
Fair enough. Right, this. A wits and investigation S2. See how on the ball you are, picking up where it is you've got to go and avoiding bumping into the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wits and investigation, you say?
S1, sorry.
Oh, right, yeah. I was
Yeah.
going to say. I'm just... Oh, Jesus, G5, man. I thought you'd been shot. Your microphone's much louder.
It was just the old Guinness.
Right, couple of successes there.
Yeah. You work your way up. You see a couple of side points of the security office. You know, wait till it's the room's empty and you go in, and there's a big bank again of buttons and switches and a couple of cameras. So give us your give us an intelligence larceny and your what's it called security systems first to see if you could work out how to use this.
Can he not live by his wits again, man?
He will do it in a second, yeah. He's just got to do the intelligence first.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to live by my wits really quite quickly.
Remember, you can pump Pyros in to increase your stats if you want to do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course,
man.
yeah, and I've got
Pyros.
quite a lot of this gear. You know what? I'm going to do that, man. So can I spend 2 Pyros per Azov?
Yeah.
So what happens if I spend 2 Pyros?
It'll go up by 2. So it's 1 for 1, basically.
So, right, so, okay, right, so, all right. Let me get this right then. So I'm going to add 1 for the specialty.
Yeah.
To my modifier, and then 2 for my extra 2 intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look then. Oh, yeah, suddenly the mind.
Yeah, you reckon you figure it all out. You can see, you pretty much get an idea of how it works, this machine. So give us your wits, larceny, and your specialty to see if you can disable the right locks.
Right, okay. Wits, larceny, specialty. Couple of successes.
Yeah, you do. The doors open, and you hear the alarm stopped as well. So, you can see people are starting to look around. The other security guards and wonder what's going on. So as you two are waiting there as well, before the alarm goes off, you both suddenly get the feeling that there's, that you've had before, that there's someone like you nearby.
Ooh.
And you look around, there's a security guard kind of giving you a bit of a nod, and looking your way. Give us a wits and empathy.
Who? Sorry, is he looking at?
Let's look at you guys.
All of us.
Well, just you two.
Oh.
So wits and empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I've got 2 success.
Oh, not you, SC.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of successes.
Cool. S2. Yeah, you get the impression that this guy's a Promethean, not a robot like you, but he's.
And he looks like one of the green guys.
He's become a green guy.
No, he's a blue guy. This guy.
Ooh.
He's become a blue.
But he's nodding at us like approvingly.
Yeah, just give it. Well, not necessarily approvingly, just as a kind of a sort of discreet hello.
All right, okay. I sort of nod back in whatever way I can with my robot face.
And at that point, the alarm starts stops going off. And there's a bit of a panic, and you can see he's basically sort of telling anyone who's coming near your door, he's kind of redirecting and sort of, tell him to go and wait over there, or if other security guards come up, he's saying that, he'll mind this door.
It's helping us out, guys.
Seems to be keeping the path clear.
Awesome.
Right, so S1. Actually, you got a couple of wits and empathy rolls there, so that's you managed to get yourself out without being seen, or as everyone's kind of trying to figure out what's going on. And just as you leave the room, a couple of people come in after you, but doesn't really register, that you were in there. And you come out and meet these guys. Haku, bloody Haku. Nick.
Yeah, Mr. Haku. Mr. Haku to us, man.
Yeah.
That's what we call Mr. Haku.
Mr. Haku and his nameless friend sort of are eyeballing you a bit, kind of, worriedly. Like, well, what are we doing there, lads? What's the plan?
Right. You've unlocked it, haven't you?
It looks like that way.
Let's go.
Yes, get out of here, guys.
Oh, yeah, you make your way across the, the whatever the courtyard bit here. Get through it and get into your machine, and your nameless friend drives you off.
Right, that was an interesting experience there with the Promethean. What's that all about?
He's just a guy who's higher level than us. And he's eyeballing us thinking, I was that level once. But now...
Yeah, that's it. I remember being that, feckless when I was newborn.
Now I roll 10 dice and I succeed all the time.
Yeah, I like his style.
For everything.
Right. The pilot looks at you and he's like, "What are we?
Come on, mate.
What are we doing now?
What do you mean? What are we doing now? We're going to Rigel 7.
I don't really know the way from here."
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Come on, it's in the charts. Press the buttons.
I don't know, honestly. I got this far.
I'm going to slap him.
Where was we going? Octillion B?
Octillion B.
You're pretty much near there.
Do we need to go to Octillion B?
Let's get there.
And then get the coordinates for Rigel 7. I feel that we've pissed on our chips in this place.
Yeah,
we definitely don't want to go back.
We don't want to nip back into, peruse one of those revolving styles for a space map.
Yeah, do you have any 10-year-old space maps?
Yeah, Sector 4G5, please.
Yeah. Right, so you're heading getting a path to Octillion B and landing there.
Yeah.
Right, okay. You fly down. Let me see if I've got any pictures. I don't think I will have anything much to show you, but it's you go for well, you'll have to do a little bit of a jump, I suppose. Get into the Octillion system. Find the Octillion B, the Earth-like planet, sort of fourth from the star, and you start landing. Let me just have a look. Oh, looks like a fairly built-up planet.
I see it exploding in my mind's eye.
Yeah, we could do with the Death Star, really, couldn't we, to go to Rigel 7 in?
Or just like a rogue planet, man, just floats in.
Right. Sorry, let me just upload the picture for you. He brings the craft in. No, that's not it.
I reckon the Octillions are a friendly folk.
You'd assume so.
Wonder if they've got 8 arms.
Right.
Oh, good old planet Octilia.
Yeah, it looks nice from the on the way down. There's a bit of a slow, boring landing process, and then you touch down, your craft opens up, and you find yourself on this marketplace.
Oh, tell you
let's
what,
see.
you've been honing your art skills.
Well, you
What's
know, there's been some improvements. Yeah, some of those may look, not quite as human as they appear in this. I added a filter when I took this picture. So yeah, this guy in front is a blue guy. A Kolakini. You've got some green guys, some insectoids. Again, the other random, some guy with a big cone head. But yeah, it looks like a nice planet to be on. Rich,
Well, maybe we should just stay here.
healthy and clean. A few robots as well. I mean, like I say, the old style of crappy robot, nothing like you. Yeah, a nice looking place. So you need to find your way to Rigel 7. So what are you...
This looks like the kind of gaff that would perhaps have a repository of information, like some sort of library of some form, or...
So the question is, are we going to stick with our nameless pilot, who I think we should call Nemo?
Okay, yeah, Memo.
My name's Probos.
Okay, Nemo. Well, do we stick with this guy, or do we find some other mercenary type?
I think Probos is
might be more willing.
now. Probos, you've invested in this now, haven't you?
There is an element of Stockholm syndrome kicking in. I feel I'd be lost without you. I think I've imprinted on you as my mother's.
I like him, man.
But if you want
that sounds good, man. No, mate, not yet. But we will. We promise you. We'll keep giving you promises. That's what you like in your syndrome, don't you? That'll appeal to your syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, we'll buy you some nice things here. How about, would you like some nice things?
Yes, I'd like nice things. I've never.
What
had
nice things?
Shiny
Looks like
clothes.
We want shiny things.
Everyone likes the shiny clothes.
Oils for my carapace.
We gotta get him some of them, man.
Yeah, we can't not.
How much?
Dry carapace.
This plutonium that we've just stolen, what's it worth? Is it worth a lot? Can we trade it in for cash money, and buy clothes and oil?
It. Yeah.
Wow.
There must be a cash generator here.
Yeah, in this place, I would imagine. Yeah.
Well, give us an intelligence and streetwise, or wits and streetwise.
Has anyone got streetwise? I'm pretty sure I haven't.
There on that tower. Look, I've got
generators tower.
Has anybody got streetwise?
I have.
Streetwise.
I'm a little bit wise. And what else is it? Wits.
Wits or intelligence, whatever you.
I study it with my intelligence.
Yeah.
That way to cash generator.
Yeah, you reckon you could sell this second hand to a dealer? Actually, give us a wits and larceny S1. See if you can think of any You would have to do a lot. You'd have to do a bit of streetwise to try and find an appropriate dealer and that sort of thing.
With old wits and larceny.
Yeah, you. I suppose.
How long did it take to get here? By the way, have we? Has it been a day's journey since the?
It will have been, yeah. So you've had a few whispers.
A day in
from
space.
Great
Yeah.
Apollo. And
So I've got some of my health back,
oh yeah, you'll have got.
and some of my Pyros.
Yeah, you'll have each got a Pyros back.
Cool.
Do you get a wits
And-
back as well? Sorry.
You get a what? Sorry.
Do you get wits back?
Will.
Will
Will.
rather, yeah, Will.
Oh,
Willpower.
willpower.
Do you get any
no,
back for the
that's
day? Or?
That's the start of a game. I'm afraid.
Right, oh, cool.
Yeah, none of you have done any ellipsy sort of things.
Empathy, man. I've got empathy. There's been a lot of empathy.
There has been a lot of empathy.
And that's my ellipsy.
Right. Get a willpower back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find yourself as kind of a dealer in spaceship parts, not too far from where you are, near the spaceport. You trade it in for, an amount of credits that means nothing, but you've got 3 dots in resources purposes. So you can live you can afford, fine dining and fine clothes and that sort of stuff, scented oils, scented carapace oil.
Right, let's send my guy's carapace. Let's get my guy dressed up again, Nick Howe. Get him a range of disguises, man, for his legend.
I feel like he's already got enough nice clothes. We need to pamper the other guy, whatever his name is.
Nemo.
Stockholm Nemo. Pro boss.
Yeah, well, it's a nice sort of, like I say, place. So there's plenty of nice clothes to buy. There's a hotel. They could, you could buy them a night in a hotel as well, so they could have get themselves dressed up.
Nice.
I mean, how lavish are you thinking? Are you getting them tuxedos and having them come down and have a delicious space steak dinner?
Not quite that lavish, but just make him feel a little bit pampered.
Let's look after the guy. I reckon space steak and chips and some fry.
You think? Yeah, but do they need a tuxedo? They don't need a tuxedo.
Yeah, he needs a tux. He's got to feel like the man, and he is going to take us to Rigel 7, so
Can't we hire him a tux? I mean,
No, you know what?
Yeah, you can hire him.
If we've got 3 dots of resources, man, that means we would live like an average lifestyle if we were.
Well, an
like
average lifestyle means hiring a tux.
If we spend it all on one night, it's like me pumping a month's wages into one night. I'd have a hell of a time.
yeah. Let's just become reduce our resources to 0 or 1 again. Can we buy the disguises here? Do you reckon?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. With our newfound wealth.
Yeah, like you say, there's sort of, imagine crude spacesuits from, 2001 and that sort of thing is basically what you're getting, but with a dark visor, essentially.
Oh,
yeah.
So when you wear it, you do.
Okay, I'll get one of these. It sounds like a sensible thing to do.
It's a very sensible
not sure
thing.
why, but we might. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't need it to do anything. So the absolute bottom quality spacesuit that would probably leak and kill a mortal. But yeah, for you,
That's what someone will notice.
Yeah.
That's what they're pretending to be human. Why aren't you dead, sir?
We were just saying we modified it. We did some upgrades.
Well, like you say, if you're ever in that situation, all the witnesses will be dead, so you don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no one will see you survive.
You say it's fashionable to have tears in your spacesuit, man. Like jeans.
Yeah, start a new fashion trend. See how that goes.
Yeah, so you look pretty human. I mean, you do have very human mannerisms, you know, why you don't look like other robots. So when you put clothes on, anyone would think you were just a sort of fairly skinny group of guys.
Cool.
As you can see, there are other people wearing various stages of face covering, glasses, masks, breathers, helmets. So yeah, you pretty much fit in. You might not fit in at the tuxedo, black tie dinner with Space Sinatra serenading people. You can see like this looking, what was his name? Nemo and Nick Howe's face looking, and then looking at each other and looking back at you as if we've got enough. We can just one night.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go to some death planet, let's just have one night where we.
One night of good time. Yeah. Why not?
Why not, man? It's
Yeah,
So
it's
what
like
you
a
do-
sort of stag do level night, isn't it? They've got to go sick, then go to Death World. It's like, you're going to party, man.
Yeah. And I think it is important to keep these guys on board and, stop them from considering mutiny in the future. This is how.
Right, so are you basically spending enough to reduce your dot from 3 to 2 in resources on a hotel room, tuxedo, meal, show, everything for these two guys? So, like you say, they've flown you all this way.
Yeah.
One night of living it up.
Yeah, sounds good.
You can see the look of gratitude in their eye. It's almost forgotten.
I can't believe we've spent the plutonium we robbed for a rainy day on Space Sinatra.
Hey, look, man. Life
what these
For
guys
our
like.
hostage and our friend.
Yeah.
Well, we'd have, it's not like we're going to spend it on, cocaine and hookers. We're it doesn't really do anything for us. So,
No,
know,
we get
it's a
to
shame.
see how they bet.
That's
I mean,
my
this
life.
is a learning thing for our search of humanity, isn't it? A bit of kindness and sort of beyond kindness, isn't it? It's like generosity and we're witnessing things.
Yeah, it's almost like you've robbed from the rich and given to the poor.
Yeah.
At some point, someone's thought that was a noble thing to do.
Yeah, I feel like I would feel warm inside if I was human.
No, this is a.
It's a form of justice, man. It's justice.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. This computes like justice. That's what.
Yeah, feels good.
We've
In a
reached the
binary
milestone.
way.
All right, so you do notice that this building here, this sort of slightly spiky Gothic one, looks like the repository of information. Like maybe where they keep the punch cards with information on. Anyway.
Cool. They're bound to have some stuff on Rigel 7 there.
Yep, let's go and get the Rigel 7 punch cards.
Mm-hmm.
We go up, there's a robot behind the counter as the librarian, and it just ignores you as you walk in. Are you ignoring it? You're just going to go and try and find the section yourself?
Yeah, we might as well chat to him.
Have we got our disguises on at the moment, or? No.
You tell me. Have you bought them? Are you putting them on? Are you going in his robots or as...
I think I've put mine on to see how it feels.
Right.
Okay. I'm not going to put mine on, and so then we'll, we've got one, one of each, and then ST, you can do whatever you want to do.
I don't know, I'm going to put mine on then. I'm going to
Okay.
walk around in a disguise.
Right, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'm going to chat to this robot to robot. And yeah, I'm just going to ask him where would I find information about local. Well, I'm looking for archived maps. Is what I'm looking for.
Completely agree.
Rigel 7.
10-year-old maps. That's what I'm looking for of the
Hey,
local
robot.
area.
Hey, robot. Give me Rigel 7 maps, please.
They won't
That's
know what that
in a
means.
more authoritative, human-like voice.
Yeah, it sort of looks up at you, and then you see it pause for a second, and then come over and say, "Rigel 7. That's level 16, file 3A."
Did he just blank me? He just fully blanked me. Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll remember that.
It turns away. You swear it gives you a bit of a dirty look, G5, but it could just be the way the light's shining on its matte face.
I'll remember you. Right. Okay. I'll put my suit on.
So you make your way up to the Rigel 7 maps, and yeah, you see there's just row after row of sort of almost indistinguishable boxes of punch cards, and every sort of 20 feet. Each shelf is sort of 20 feet long, and at the end there's a punch card reader. You find the Rigel 7, you flick through. You say you're going for ones from 10 years ago?
Yeah. Well, it seems like basically it's been erased from the maps, hasn't it? As far as we can tell. So.
Well, almost.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not the number does go down. Like get 10 years back, and there's just boxes and boxes of bus routes and all.
Yeah. So I mean, if we can find any information, any recent information, then yeah, that'd be great. I was just expecting not to find any.
No, just go 10 years back. That'll be safer, man.
Well, yeah. Well, like I say, if we can get a map of the area from like 10 years ago, then at least we know how to get there.
Yeah.
But then if we can find any more recent information, that would be a bonus.
It might have moved a little bit in
Yeah.
10 years, but
Yeah, you find. I mean, how long are you taking? Because who's got academics? Anyone get any dots?
I've never become an
No.
academic.
No.
Oh, I have.
There you go.
But I'm going to have to go with my wits and academic.
You've got no intelligence, but you're academic.
It's ridiculous.
Well, no, you know what?
Though, if we think about it,
I'll do what am I doing? Intelligence and academics, but I'll boost my tribute. I'll spend a couple of pyros.
Right.
Intelligence, and let me just get my lifted intellect in there. Oh
yeah, you just suss it out, right? Well, it's gonna take you a few hours then to sort of sift out all the relevant information. So I take it that's what you're doing here.
yeah.
So a couple of hours go by, you find out that backing up what you've heard. 10 years ago, this was the biggest wheat producer on the books for the Food Rendering Corporation. But then production just started to dwindle away really fast. There was a lot of deaths reported. Sort of a lot of suspected pandemics and outbreaks, but everything unconfirmed. A lot of news reports about maybe them trying to go independent and shutting off, communication. But generally, like I say, communication and trade in 5 years went from a massive place to bugger all, basically. And it's not.
Is there mentions of space cholera?
There's suspected space cholera. There's COVID 1719. Well, yeah, but it's all speculation. It might have been civil war. It might have been insurgents. Might have been the star exploded. But yeah, that one's definitely The star is still there. But yeah, and then in the last 5 years, anyone that's not returned. So there's loads of reports of missing explorers and treasure hunters, as well as diplomats and military.
It's basically just here be dragons for the last 5 years.
Yeah, and that leads on to this thing about the darkness that takes the stars and other stars. From same sort of part of the galaxy have all also gone missing. It's not the only one that's just disappeared in the last sort of couple of decades. There's a few ones that have gone pretty much the same way.
Sad times, man.
And yeah, like I said before that, it was a thriving, the royal family. Similar kind of sort of architecture and style to this place. They were influenced by humans. The old race of spacefaring aliens. Do you research a bit more about humans? Or?
Yeah, why not, man? Because they seem quite interesting, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, they were one of the first races that sort of spread out in the galaxy and united people. That was probably a couple of thousand years ago.
They unite them all by making them hate us.
Making hate the robots.
No, all other aliens just were united in the hatred of humans.
No, they were actually quite well respected humans, and there was a lot of people sort of looked up to them, and they did spread faster than light travel to other planets. But yeah, they've just been disappearing. Disappeared maybe about 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago.
Bad times.
They don't worship the space gods, the 42 space gods of old. They worship something called the Principle, and they're sort of the high court of humanity was the Zodiac Knights, that were these sort of warrior monk style guys, dedicated to the Principle.
I heard about the Zodiac Knights.
The Principle. Do they have any? Do they have any tomes? Any cards about the Principle? I'm intrigued by the Principle.
Is it a cult? Is it any cult shit?
It's it was an old religion. It was the idea that there's this one force guiding the universe. The sort of it's one of them. It's debated whether it's an actual deity or just a thing, or a kind of placeholder, as it were. It's like imagine if there was a principle to the universe.
Have they got any? Is there an archive of like images or anything like that here, or is it just punch cards?
Yeah, there's some images on punch cards. They're very, very sophisticated punch cards these days. Tens of holes. So
yeah,
we'll show a picture.
So I'm just wondering, have they got any sort of like images of the general sort of iconography of this Principle thing? Is there any kind of like do you know what I mean? Associated.
Well, yeah, you reckon there possibly is. Give us some other intelligence and academics roll.
Do you want to do that? S1.
Yeah, if you. Do you want to help him? Because this is.
I will try and help him with my lack of academics. I can put some wits in.
Yeah, what have you got? What have you got? What mental skills? You got investigation or a
cult? I have got investigation. Yeah, I've got investigation.
I've got a cult, and I've got a lot of it.
Right.
And intelligence.
Yeah. I'm going to add my investigation.
Gods.
Oh God, that wasn't very useful.
That's all right. That's your help for S1. S2. Yeah. Do you want to give us your? Right. So
that was good.
S1, you'll get +3 to your academic role this time.
Right, cool.
I speak of gods.
Ooh.
Oh well.
You do. I mean, after about an hour, you find the box that he wants. The pictures of iconography of the Zodiac Knights, and as you're going through them, they look a little bit familiar. And then you see a picture of a sort of broken down temple, and it looks just like the temple you guys woke up in. Same architecture, same symbols.
There you go. No, I mean, I was kind of hoping we might find the angel, but no angels.
No angel, I'm afraid.
But
You hear
still.
them described as having laser swords that they each
Oh, right, okay. So,
and that was the sort of, they felt that their soul was, bound to these weapons.
right. So clearly, I think we're obviously the product of humans, aren't we? I would say, but that still doesn't explain the angel. But still, there you
go.
Yeah. It's just like a glitch or something.
Probably, yeah, just a dream or something.
Space dreams, man.
Crazy things, space dreams.
Yeah, it probably means nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, as you walk out the library, you look and you see a poster advertising, and on it is the picture of the angel.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm sure there's a better way of organising these. Right, yeah.
There she is.
And it's a poster. Underneath it is the name of a company, Life X. And the slogan, "Be Perfection."
Right. Is this us? Are we perfection? I wonder. I like to think so.
No, man. I think we're a long way from it.
I think we're going to have to investigate this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I can give someone an yeah.
Well, like I say, there's an address on it. So do you head towards the address?
Yeah.
I think we might as well.
Cool. Well, yeah, you go down a few streets and then you turn the corner and you see this angel, sort of a big, 100-foot tall version of it in the middle of a fountain, in front of this huge, big sort of skyscraper, with the LifeX logo on it.
Do we get the sense that this is the actual angel that we've seen in our dream? I mean, is there any kind of like weird deja vu, or are they all is it sufficiently similar to what we've seen to be giving us that deja vu anyway?
Pretty much exactly like your dream. Yeah, like this is the angel that you saw, not just a picture of it, but it was this statue you were seeing.
Wow, creepy. We've arrived somewhere.
What the hell is Life X?
We've found our creator, I think.
Possibly. Let's go and punch up something on an information screen in the foyer of this building.
Yeah, you go in and indeed there's some consoles there and
just beep, 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 beep.
I say we find the boss of the corporation and crush his eyeballs.
Yeah, Blade Runner style.
Yeah.
Can I bring up the holographic display and then smash it with my face?
You can do.
Please don't.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, you guys have a look. It's like you find out about it first. I take it.
Yeah. What's Life X? What's the
It's a medical company. It does lots of procedures, kind of, everything from cosmetic surgery to genetic engineering your kids and that. A guy that set it up is one of these sort of geniuses, sort of a bit of an Elon Musk, Steve Jobs type, called Fufu Banye, who's a guy with a big long cone head. But yeah, he's the main guy here.
Fufu Banye.
Yep. It looks like a very expensive place. Like any procedure is at least 4 dots in resources.
Right.
Well, we were close, but now we're far away.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of security in this room. You don't even need to roll. You know, there's guards, and you know, basically people come in, they meet someone, and they're taken into a quiet waiting room somewhere.
Can
Well,
they
yeah,
do
it's
like so going? You know, they've got genetic engineering and all of this sort of jazz. Have they got like any branch offs where are they making androids? Could they make us a body? Could they grow us a flesh body?
You don't know. There's no robotics. They're not doing anything. It is all biological that they're doing. Is yeah. But in terms of growing your body, I mean, again, there's nothing saying that they could. Nothing talking about that. But it is all about how they're working miracles and pushing the boundaries of science. And yeah.
You want Model T 1000 skin?
That'd be bloody useful, I reckon. But maybe this is how you move along the path.
Are you in your disguises still? You are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you put yours on, G?
I might go in and...
I did put mine on when I realised robots weren't talking to me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you realise you're in the foyer, but if you sort of get the attention of one of the staff, there, they would speak to you. I suppose you're not robots under those clothes, are you?
I beckon over a member of staff.
Yeah, it's one of the green-skinned, but a young female version. Yes, how can I help?
Oh, how attractive. Oh, excuse me. I'm looking for a full-body skin suit.
Full-body skin suit?
Yes. Like, just to put to wear over my skin. Like in a human way. Would you grow something like that for me?
Like in a weird sort of Silence of the Lambs kind of way.
I would know. We don't do that kind of thing. So
I think what my friend's trying to ask is he'd like to put skin on his favourite robot to honour it for. He's superstitious and it saved him.
Okay, you are going to have to do a disquiet roll here.
It's my sex bot. It's my sex bot. Just tell him. Why don't you?
Okay.
Right.
Are we all doing or is it just these?
I think you might have been asked to leave at this point anyway, but let's see if he decides. Anyway. All right, no, she's...
Are we all rolling?
I understand. Yeah. I understands the needs. Is it Azoth? Yeah.
Yeah.
The more Azoth.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Right. No, you're all right. Yeah, there's no...
This is the sort of thing people ask all the time, man.
No, you're being asked to leave, I'm afraid. Security.
Okay, but that's not a bad thing, is it? We could leave here and potentially find out, will they put skin on a robot? Well, yeah, I mean, if they've got sex dolls, then they can put skin on a robot.
Mm-hmm. If they got sex dolls. Have they got sex dolls? Do we establish that?
No, I don't think they're going to tell us, man.
Give us intelligence and science roll.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, all of you, if you want to, thinking about if they've got sex dolls.
Intelligence.
I've got 6 altogether in it. If someone wants to give me an
I'll give you an oh yeah. Oh no, I won't. Hang on. Let me give you an oh yeah again. Just see if this will work. So if I say cancel and then I say submit. No, damn it, did the wrong one. Try again.
I can help out as well. I'll have a go. Yeah.
There you go. There's my help.
Cool. Right, that's 4 extra dice.
Oh, nice. And 1 success out of the extra 4 dice.
Yeah, the robots that you've seen, other than you, have been really, really crude quality and not the sort of thing that, you know. Well, I suppose that, there's all sorts of sex bots out there. Someone will have made a sex bot, but it won't be in any way lifelike. And yeah, like I say, there was no mention of robots or putting skin on a robot. That doesn't seem to be the sort of thing anyone's.
Can I just
Why hasn't
right?
anyone thought of that? Yeah, this should
Can
be
I-
our business.
Right, so I'm thinking of the angel that's in my mind, right?
Space billionaires.
Yeah, go on.
Right, so we've been thrown out of the building. Right, I'm trying to picture the angel in my mind, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put myself in the position in the street or wherever it is, where I'm looking at the angel as I've got it in my mind. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to pinpoint where I would have seen it from.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
What you mean. Yeah.
So
Right.
do I need to roll to do that, or can I do that?
There's the Whitson investigation. You can obviously get in roughly and think, "Oh, I'm there," but to line it up properly.
Whitson, what investigation?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just kind of like eyeballing the scene.
You do. You reckon you've worked out to the building, and the sort of, this side of the building. And you look in, there's probably about 4 windows. 3 of them look like a lab, some kind. There's test tubes and machines and that sort of thing. And one of them looks like it could be. It does look like very thick glass.
We need to somehow get in there, and that is inside the LifeX building.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry, no, it's not in the LifeX building. It's like another building, which is owned by them. It's one of their labs.
It's on the complex. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the main office, and there's maybe 4 subsidiary buildings, of which this is one. But yeah,
Right.
as you sort of look out the window from this row of windows, as you look along these windows, it's the angel is as you lined up.
I think we need to somehow get in there and get into that room, find out. I mean, just looking in through the windows. I mean, is there anything we can gather just looking in there? Like you say, there's papers on the walls. I mean, can we ascertain anything from that?
Not really. No. I mean, you can get a good look at, but they're all kind of scribbles, patterns, numbers, and I suppose it is probably a bit far away to get any real idea of what it is. That's fine. And yeah, there's no one in the lab. It's it's night time now. Friday, Space Friday. So it looks like this lab's shut up at least for the evening. So you can't really tell what's being done here.
Plenty of time to break in.
Yeah. What do we want to do? Do we want to break in and have a look in the lab, or do we want to? Maybe we could just find out whose lab that is, or whose room that is, or whatever, and we need to speak to that guy, possibly. One of those.
All of the above.
I mean, we need to get to Rigel 7, really, don't we?
Yeah, but this
The
seems like a
angel,
pretty.
man, the angel.
Yeah, this is our thing.
We have. I know, but remember, we've paid for space and action from the other guys.
Yeah, I know, but if we could do,
We've got
if we could
another
do this-
dot in resources. We can pay for them to go to McDonald's tomorrow. Wearing a jogging suit.
Space McDonald's.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a Happy Meal.
Let's do some space last over the weekend, I reckon.
Yeah, let's get in this, Gav.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how easy that's going to be. Thick glass, you say?
Right. Well, I think let's just pause it there. Just because I think otherwise it's so there's 2 episodes. I'm going to just start recording straight away again.